Hello friends, my name is Dr. Huma Hassan and today I am going to speak on the emergence of sociology. To reflect better on the emergence of sociology, one must know what is sociology. As I have already explained in various lectures of mine that why do we have to have one more discipline in social sciences, that is sociology. Why sociology needed when we earlier have not many philosophical and other social science disciplines which were talking about society. So here we must know that what sociology is offering to us. Why classical sociologists thought that we need to have some independent discipline. As I have explained in my previous lecture, that sociology brings social thought. And this social thought is based on few elements such as moral principles. So when we all are writing our answers to show the relevance of the emergence of sociology, one must be very clear that why do we require an independent or separate discipline. So for that we must know that sociology is very different from earlier disciplines. It is very different from philosophy. It is different from history, it is different from anthropology, it is different from political science. We must know that sociology is a discipline which is very much focused to understand survival of human society. It is very well focused to understand how we can maintain social stability in society. So what is the role of classical sociologists which create and formulated various theories which led to the emergence of sociology? So we must know that we did have philosophies. For example, we did have very famous philosophy in Germany. So German philosophies do talk about dialectics. For example, Friedrich Hegel. We all know the contribution and influences of Friedrich Hegel on Karl Marx theory. Karl Marx gave a very important perspective in sociology. However, there is a debate whether Karl Marx is sociologist or not, because Karl Marx himself never called himself as a sociologist. But there is a consensus which believes that Karl Marx was indeed a sociologist because he gave a very important theory of class consciousness, of social stratification. So when we are reading Karl Marx, we know that Karl Marx was heavily influenced by the writing of Friedrich Hegel. Friedrich Hegel, when he gave his theory, when he formulated his concept of dialectics. So what is dialectics? Dialectics is ideas. It is concept, it is conceptual ideas to understand society. He very well explained about spirit of society. So this is philosophy. Friedrich Hegel did speak about abstract concepts like wealth, money, but it was all abstract. He did speak about materialistic things. We do have another philosopher called Feuerbach, and Feuerbach is also a German philosopher, and he focused more on religion, right? And he is also influenced by Hegel. He is considered as young Hegelian. But Karl Marx, when he analyzed class struggle, when he gave theory on conflict perspective, he actually rejected, concepts or dialectics given to us by Hegel. He also do not directly you can say, taken Feuerbach ideas on religion. He gave his own theory of historical materialism. And he believed that mere ideas and philosophies cannot bring stability in society, cannot bring social cohesion in society. So we must have something practical. Therefore, he focused on economy. And how he focused on economy? By having empirical investigations. Undoubtedly, Karl Marx was also an historical evolutionist who tried to study society from historical point of view. So, this is what a new development happened. Now we do have philosophies, we are talking about economy, we are talking about politics, but scientifically. Another example we can see in the role of emergence of sociology by sociologists like Emile Durkheim. Emile Durkheim has, you can say, have given a very important perspective in sociology, that is functionalist perspective. He was influenced by the writing of Saint-Simon and Auguste Comte. Auguste Comte is considered as father of sociology because he has coined the term sociology. He said that if we want to understand society, we need to focus on social statics and social dynamics. But it is Emile Durkheim who is actually a first appointee also of sociology department, and he really worked hard to formulate various theories by which we can understand society in a sociological manner. That's why he gave us a very important concept called social facts. So now what is the new development happening? In the 18th, 19th century, this new discipline called sociology is different from philosophy. It is different from other social science disciplines. It is talking about all the elements but focused and goal-oriented towards maintaining social cohesion and stability in society. So now all sociologists are trying to understand social problems, and they wanted to have some remedies for that social problems. That is why Emile Durkheim in his writing have called that sociologists must act like social physicians. He said that we sociologists are social physicians and we must identify social problems. We must think that what are the pathologies of societies and how we can prevent we can prevent something which is bringing chaos and which is actually breaking social order. So we must identify social problems, we must identify the social ills, and we must also give remedies to solve these problems. So to reflect on the emergence of sociology, you must know what is the basic nature of sociology. So you can see here on my screen, I have already explained what is sociology, right? Now you can see that nature of sociology according to a very important thinker, sociologist, that is Robert Bierstedt, how he has defined sociology. Okay. So Robert Bierstedt in his book, The Social Order, because all sociologists really endeavored to bring social stability. Classical sociologists did that. Now contemporary sociologists are also doing that. So we need to maintain social order. So this was the new philosophical thought which is embedded in scientific studies. And this is a new discipline, and that is why you can say that what is the role played by sociology was really different from other social sciences. So let's quickly see what is the nature of sociology. Sociology is an independent science. That's mean it is not treated and studied as a branch of any other sciences. Okay, so we cannot say that it is like philosophy or political philosophy or history. It is independent science. Okay. Then sociology is a social science and not a physical science. Although we know that we must study sociology as as scientific studies, the way we do experiment, observe, then we make theory. So, for example, all positivists argues that we must study society in a positivist manner. Positivist manner is like scientific study. So, we are studying society in a scientific manner, but it is not a physical science. It is a very much social science, and we are studying what? We are studying men's social behavior, social activities and social life. Okay, so it is a social science which is very much tilted to understand social institutions like economy, polity, religion, culture, but it is not a physical science. You can say sociology is a categorical and not a normative discipline. Okay, so sociology is asking, is necessary, silent about value. Okay, it is not a moral, or its approach is not moral or it's immoral, but it is, you can say it is ethically neutral. Okay, so it is not on the basis of norms. Okay, so we are not very much, it says that it is categorical and not normative discipline. It simply means that we are not here to judge what is right and what is wrong. It is just we are reading and understanding society and social phenomena in scientific manner. So we are not here to justify, and we are not being judgmental. So sociology is not judgmental. Sociology is a pure science and not a applied science. Okay, so the main aim of pure science, you can say, is the acquisition of knowledge, and it is not bothered whether the acquired knowledge is useful or can be put to use on the other hand. So that's why we can say that the way all pure science is very much interested to know and to have knowledge, similarly sociology is also a pure science. So sociology is a pure science. It has its applied field such as administration, diplomacy, social work, etc. But it is definitely a pure science because its ultimate goal to have knowledge about human society. We ultimately want to know that how society can exist together, how we can maintain stability. So sociology is relatively an abstract science and not a concrete science. Okay, it only means that sociology is interested in, is really not interested in, concrete manifestation. All right, it is very much interested to understand society as a whole at macro understanding, and also we focus on micro aspects too. So for example, here you can see the definition or the example which is given here, that how sociology is not concerned with particular war and revolution, but with war and revolution in general. Okay, so as social phenomena, as types of social conflict. Then sociology is a generalizing and not a particularizing or individualizing science. So it is a generalizing, so it wants to give some universal laws. Okay, so it is not only focusing on particularity or individualizing science. So this is one thing you have to understand. Then, as I said, that it is, sociology is a general science and not a spatial science. It is very similar to the previous topic. And sociology is both rational and empirical science. Okay, so this is what we understand about it. So when we say it is a rational and empirical science, so that means whensoever we give our theory and we explain it to show that how our investigation, our theory is based on facts and not on values or judgments. Okay, so I hope you people have understood really well the nature of sociology. You must know that sociology is different from other social sciences, what is characteristics, and I believe that to understand and to write a very good answer on the emergence of sociology, you must know that how sociology is different from other social sciences and what is its nature of sociology. Thank you so very much. Take care.